Well, a very good afternoon, Florence. Back in studio is another exciting Saturday afternoon. As always, Saturday is always a sporting day. And today we've pitch come from the Impala grounds where we expect an enterprise match cup pitting Impala, R.F.U.E.A, and of course Mwamba R.F.U.E.A. It's going to be an exciting match. It's not the only match that is going to happen this weekend. We have other 6 matches that are going to take place in different venues. Kenyatta University Blad will be hosted by Quins at the R.F.U.E.A grounds. If you understand well the distance between Impala grounds, you'll know that it's just a walking distance to the R.F.U.E.A grounds, where Blad will be taking Quins. Another exciting match, because remember in the Kenya Cup encounter, Blad were able to record a 16-15 win against Harlequins. Interesting insight: the Enterprise Cup dates back to 1928. It's one of the oldest rugby competition, not just in Kenya but in the East African region. It means a lot for a team to win the Enterprise Cup. Nondis might be one of the teams that has been dominant over during its inaugural years, but these has since changed with the first rising, the likes of KCB coming up, the likes of Mwamba, of course, coming up and taking the honors. So as much as the competition dates back in the 1928, when back in the day we used to have the Nondis and the Impalas and the Harlequins dominating the rugby scene, the scene has changed a lot with KCB, Nakuru, RFC, and newbies rugby side coming in and being able to record win. Per the encounters that we are going to expect today, we're also going to have Kabra Sugar take on Nondis in an exciting encounter in Kakamega. Remember, Nondis will be keen to at least record or rather collect a silverware this season. They had an impressive Kenya Cup season, but they failed to make it to the playoff. That doesn't mean that the Kenya Cup again has ended. Sometimes people don't find a very big difference between the Enterprise Cup and the Kenya Cup. Maybe because it's a 50-50. They are the only 15 competition in the country, but they have a very big difference. The Enterprise Cup is more of, for example, maybe in football, you can call it a GoTV Shield, or rather a Shield Cup that we always have at the FKF Shield Cup. So the Enterprise Cup is equal of the Shield Cup in football, and or rather an FA Cup in England, and it's an exciting one. Maybe in terms of what you get to take home, you don't even get to qualify for any continental showpiece like it is the case in football, but it's always good because it gives you a chance to collect a 15 silverware, which is something that most teams want. If you have a tough Kenya Cup, you want to at least collect an Enterprise Cup. Homeboys RFC are the defending champions. They were humbled by Kenya Harlequins during the pre-quarters, and they were pushed out of the competition. Again, Blad were given a bye by Kisumu. RFC would not able to qualify, but it's going to be interesting to see how some of these teams are going to fare, with some of them having ended their Kenya Cup season. For example, maybe Blad RFC, they don't have any other Kenya Cup match, so they'll be keen to at least record better performance in the Enterprise Cup, and hopefully they can win their maiden cup. The likes of Nondis will also be keen to put their troubles in terms of qualifying for the playoffs in the Kenya Cup, and hope that maybe the Enterprise Cup will be the good thing, or rather the story will be part of their script, of the 2018-2019 script. It's going to be interesting conversation. Of course, the Impala Mwamba game is another exciting match, bearing in mind that Mwamba were able to record a win in the Kenya Cup against Impala at their home turf, a very narrow win. So it will be keen to see how the team is going to fare. It also gives a platform for some of these teams that have qualified for the playoffs to try and field different players and see how they can be able to fare in a different 15 version, maybe whether they can be able to secure their spot in the main team that maybe is going to represent some of these teams in the playoff. Another different ball game, and of course with even the Africa Gold Cup competition not going to happen this year, it will also be good to talk to some of these stakeholders in the rugby scene and get to hear from them what their take of in terms of how the rugby organization in terms of the continental competition has been done, that this year will not be seeing the national team compete in the continental showpiece. But again, Florence will try to create as much conversation. It's a rugby weekend. We have the Kenya Sevens participating. We have the Enterprise Cup. We also have the Mwamba Cup, which is more of tier 2 of the Enterprise Cup. So we'll be keen to look at some of these teams, how they they're going to perform and create the best conversation we can have with some of the coaches and different stakeholders from the rugby scene. After this, we want to head to the R.F.U.E.A grounds, do a sport kick, and just to check on the development, whether the teams are arriving. Currently, the Impala clubs have seen the likes of Mwamba, R.F.C. They have already settled in. They're ready for the match. Impala, they're coming in one by one, and hopefully by 3 p.m. When the match will be ready to kick off, we also try to feed you with the best update from the Impala and the R.F.U.E.A grounds. Back to you, Florence, in studio.